Our today's topic is how do we locate an image? First thing, what is an image? Okay, we all know what is an object. The something which is giving out the light, the source of light which we can touch, which we can experience, physically it exists. This is object. What you see in the mirror, your face. Here is my face, this is object. In the mirror, I see one person standing there. That person's face is image because physically it does not exist. Now, how do I see the image? With my eyes. That is a subject of optics, and that I would like to explain you now, so that we are going to use it all through the optics, whether it is ray optics or wave optics. So, image, if we want to define image in words, it is perception of object. Perception. It is not the object really, but it is what we think that there is an object. What we think is perception. So, if I think here is a pen and I am seeing it, but it is not there, then what I am seeing is an image. Okay? So, that is an image. Then how we locate an image? We are seeing, we are doing the action of seeing with help of eyes. Now, in our eyes, there are certain properties given by the nature, and that is a directional properties. There are many properties. We can always sense the intensity of light energy coming to the eyes. At the same time, we can sense the direction from which the light is entering the eye. I say entering the eye. Now, here is the retina, where there is a sensor of the light inside the eyes, and a light comes from this direction. So, here is the yellow spot. I move my eyeball, and when it is set like this, that from this lens the light is going here, then I can make out that the direction of light is here. And with that, the signal goes to my brain that light is coming from this direction. And brain automatically, according to its training, it understands that whatever object which is forming the image, which we are able to see, is either here or here or here or here or here, anywhere up to infinity, but surely it is on this line. That is number one. Okay, but where it is exactly, it cannot make out with this one ray. It takes help of another ray. There is another ray which is coming to the eyes like this, and this is bent. It has got same characteristic, same signature. That means it is coming from the same source. It also gives the same information what this ray is giving. Now, eye has a nature to find out the path, the direction. It says this object is here or here or here or here or here, or it is here, here, here. Now, this ray gives information that this object is somewhere on this line, and this ray gives information that it is somewhere on this line. These two are different lines, but now the training of the brain is such, he can make calculation and he can find out that the same image, the same pattern is coming to my eyes from one object. If it is coming from one object, but it is coming from these two paths, how it is possible? So it is possible if and only if the object is at this point of intersection. And from this intersection, he calculates this angle, then makes certain mathematical calculations for this distance. We know that arc upon radius is equal to theta. So this radius is equal to arc upon radius is equal to theta. So radius is equal to arc upon theta. This calculation is made by the brain. Arc, this eyes opening, we know well. Theta, this is the angle made, we know it well. So arc upon theta gives us this distance. This is how our brain makes the location, finds out the location of a particular object. But sometimes what happens, for distant objects, a single eye is not able to differentiate between the two rays. The angle is so small, it is not able to differentiate, it is negligible, almost zero. So it cannot make out what is the distance. And at that time, our system of two eyes comes to our help, because there is certainly certain distance between the two eyes. This act as arc, and here is an object. From here the two rays are coming, and this angle, this arc gives us the reading of theta, and our brain can make out. The signal goes to the brain via the optic nerves that the light is coming from this direction. This eye gives a signal, the light is coming from this direction. Now brain computer calculate, it is possible for one object only when the object is here. So he decides the object is at this distance. This is the process of seeing, and this is process of locating an image. Now this knowledge we are going to use wherever we are trying to find out the location of image where we are seeing. How we will find the location of image? We will always take two rays which are entering the eyes. If these are the two rays which are entering the eyes, then we will say the image is here, because they appear to come from here. Sometimes this may be here, sometimes this may not be here. How it may not be here? If here is an object, the two rays are coming and they are seeing a image at the location of object. Now what happens? Suppose there is an object here and we put a mirror here. Then what we find? There is a reflection, and these rays are entering in the same manner when it was entering with this object. So this eye is seeing the object here, and the brain reports, the brain understands that here is the object. That is a perception of object, and what we call it? Image. This is what? Object. But eyes are not able to see that due to the mirror. The rays coming from here gives information to brain that object is here, while actually object is here, and this has taken place due to reflection phenomena. So this is image of this object, because eyes and the brain, they have no capability to find out the actual origin. How many times the rays have bent on the way? They do not know. They are concerned only with the last ray which is entering the eye, and they track it back at a particular place, and they will assume that that object is lying there. For their perception, this is the object, and this perception we call an image. So this technique we will keep on using in all the knowledge we are going to study in optics. Thank you.